And 3, 2, 1. Alright, boys and ghouls, today we're going to be talking about the Craftsman 224-piece set that I picked up in July and made it pretty much my go-to everyday use socket set for approximately a month and a half, almost 2 months. Then I got the Icon sockets around the 9th or 10th of September, and I used those all up until around the October 28th. So about the same time frame, about a month and a half, almost 2 months. And you guys saw some of the similarities and differences depending on where. We covered that in the past video. I'll put a little card up here somewhere for you guys to check it out. But I think overall, like I said, that the Icon sockets wore a little bit prematurely for what it was that I felt like you were getting out of what you were paying for. So the value didn't seem like it was there as far as pricing and what you were getting is concerned. However, for 150 bucks for this 224-piece set from Craftsman, they seem to hold up a little bit better, lot better in some cases than the Icon ones did. Now this is the made in China stuff. This is not the old school made in USA. I have a couple of pieces that are missing right now because I was utilizing them at work and I had forgotten to put them back, and so I'll get them put back here. But you guys get an idea of what goes where. We're going to cover the differences, though, today between the Craftsman 224-piece set and what you can expect from a Gearwrench set. This is the 243-piece Gearwrench Master Mechanic Starter set. And I'm going to cover some of the things that I like on this set that I find it to be worthwhile. Now, I've been utilizing the sockets from Gearwrench for a handful of years, but most recently, the 2 sets of sockets that I recently picked up have been the 1/4 inch impact swivels and the mid-length 1/4 inch chrome metric sockets from Gearwrench. And those things are like new. I think I've got them like towards the end or the middle of August, but I've been running them out. Same exact conditions that I've used every other socket for. Impacts, ratchets, breaker bars, etc. Haven't had any issues. No premature wearing, no pitting, no mild scarring or anything like that. The quality just seems like it's going to be there. So that being said, based off of those experiences and based off my experience from other Gearwrench products I've owned in the past and some that I still own, like the combination wrench set, I got some of the jumbo metric combination wrench sets made by Gearwrench. Those things have been phenomenal. I've got the ratchet wrenches made by Gearwrench. Those things I've had for about 10 years. Look, a lot of good things that I have to say about Gearwrench. Now, I'm not sponsored or endorsed or anything like that. In fact, I picked this up off of Jeff's tool truck today. But before we dive on in to looking at and comparing the 2 sets, let's jump over to Jeff's truck and take a look at a new screwdriver set that I saw, and then we'll come back to this. I can't spend all day on the truck today, guys, but Jeff just got these new Vessel screwdrivers. All right, show and tell, buddy, show and tell.
Super stoked. So back in the day, they had Japanese standard indexing. So the Phillips was different in Japan. Nobody is going with those standards anymore. Vessel is a company that's from Japan. They're made in Japan, and they're going to be the closest related item that you will find. There's not a lot of information out on them yet. I bought a set so that I can use them myself. I have a customer that was interested in some. I'm going to show them to him, and they can give more feedback in the next month or so. But just putting them in your hand, they have a great grip to them. They have a knurled edge here.
I love that knurled feature.
The tip is hardened on them. They've got what they call like a little bite.
Oh, so, you got the snap-on bite on that. You know, because the snap-on one, they have the bite, but it's on the inside.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that, how it's on the tip, because when you get into the screw, you know how it rounds itself out. I wonder if that adds an extra bite to it.
That's what it's supposed to do. So
I'll
bring some more info on it too to show you, because there's a little page.
Other colors? I do like the aqua though.
They do the aqua, but then they do one that actually will pivot 12 degrees here, and it has a striking cap on it.
Oh, dope.
Super cool idea. So they're designed to hit and use it like an impact. They also make a wood-handled one.
Oh, I think I saw those.
Guys. Yeah.
Nice.
So I think it'll be something that's really great. Just moving forward in the future, it'll be something that I'll continue.
Sonny, where are you going?
Sonny!
I'm going home.
All right, we'll grab the ProTech catalog up. Thanks for showing me those, and then we'll check out this 243-piece Gearwrench set. Thanks, Jeff.
No problem.
Okay, again, there are going to be some differences because obviously one set costs more than the other. One set is geared towards the professional. The other set is more geared towards home use or DIY use or weekend warrior use, I would say. I've used these professionally, and they seem to be a pretty decent quality for what it's worth. But there are some, faults like we've discussed in some of the sockets that I've used where there is a little premature wearing on a couple of them, but not nearly as much wear as you would have expected to see in a cheap tool like this. So very impressed with the quality so far. Now it's a DIY based tool set. But I am looking at this set. Now this set comes with some jumbo sockets. It's going to cover 1/4 inch, it's going to cover 3/8, and it's going to cover 1/2 inch up to a fairly big size. You guys have seen this set before, so I think we'll dive on into the Gearwrench set first. And if you guys are still curious, we'll cover what's in the 224-piece set that you could pick up from Lowe's for $150. I'll put the pricing and the link, the Amazon affiliate link, down in the description for you for this kit. I got this off of my Gearwrench truck from Jeff. So we're going to check it out and do a review of it. And if I decide that I want to keep it, I will. And if I decide I want to give it back, I will. And he's okay with that. So strictly, this is just my first impression and overview of the kit itself and what it comes with. First things first, right off the get-go, what I do notice between the two is the boxes are very similar to each other. They close, they lock the same exact way. A little different in the molding, but still the same exact open, close, lift lid. So I like this style because it seems a little bit more dutier than what I've seen from the Cobalt style. Jumping up here to the top. So right away they're jumping in and they're giving you an 84 tooth 1/2 inch ratchet. And the mechanism is in the exact same spot you would expect to see it on a professional line ratchet. Then they give you your 3/8 fixed drive 84 tooth ratchet. The selector switch is very low profile and close to the ratchet itself if you were curious about that. They give you a really nice extension here with a nice heavy duty knurl. This is a 10-inch extension for your 1/2 inch drive. And then I think we'll follow that up with a either 4 or 5 inch, 5 inch, and then possibly a 3 or a 2 inch right here, 3 inch. You also get a universal chrome wobble. Man, those things are in there. So that's nice. Then they give you adapters, 1/2 inch to 3/8, 3/8 to 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch to 3/8, and then 3/8 to 1/2 inch. So that's nice that they actually provided you with those adapters, because as a mechanic, sometimes you need that step up or step down in various situations. Now they're also going to give you some SAE and metric Allens as well. Let me see here real quick. We go from a 2mm, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we go 5/32, 3/16, 7/32, 1/4 inch, 5/16, and then 3/8 on the Allen and 3/8 drive. For your metric sockets, looks like they're going to start you off at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. No skips in 1/2 inch. Then for SAE, we got 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, 13/16, 7/8, 15/16, 1 inch, 1 1/16, 1 1/8, 1 3/16, 1 1/4, and then 1 1/2 inches. That is a pretty big diameter socket that you're getting out of this master set. Let's go ahead and roll on to drawer number 1. So in drawer number 1, they're giving you a nice comfort grip hex driver. Furthermore, they give you a socket, 1/4 inch socket adapter that you can put a hex bit on. They give you a nice little assortment of flatheads, Phillips, Allens, Torx bits, and SAE and metric, and then of course you have your extensions here. We got the, I think it was like a 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, and then 6 inch, and then you get a 1/4 inch universal joint. You got 4 millimeter, 5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, up to 15. Now I like that in a 1/4 inch set because sometimes you need 15 millimeter in a 1/4 inch socket. So I love that that has a 15 as well as the 5.5 millimeter. So that's awesome. No skips. Going down to the shallow, expect the same exact thing. 5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Then we'll come over here. They even give you a 4. So here's your 4 down here, but then they start the SAE row. 5 30 seconds, 3 16, 7 30 seconds, quarter inch, 9 30 seconds, 5 16, 11 30 seconds, 3 8, 7 16, half inch, and up to 9 16. So that's freaking cool. Jumping over to 3 8 drive, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 millimeter on the metric side. We got quarter inch, 5 16, 3 8, 7 16, half inch, 9 16, 5 8, 11 16, 3/4 inch, 13 16, 7 8, 15 16, and 1 inch on the SAE side for 3 8 drive. Drawer number 2. Okay, so now we're getting into our deep sockets for 3 8 drive and our extensions, plus universal, plus, this is my favorite part so far, they give you 2 spark plug sockets. Looks like you got your pretty much generic 5 8 and a 13 16 I believe. Yep, 13 16. Then we also got the 3 inch, the 5 inch, and what is this? This is a 10 inch extension and 3 8 drive, plus you get the 1 inch in case you only need a little short extension or adapter. Same exact sizes that you're going to expect from the top row. We got quarter inch, 5 16, 3 8, 7 16, half inch, 9 16, 5 8, 11 16, 3/4 inch, 13 16, 7 8, 15 16, and 1 inch. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 for your deep sockets. Now let's move on to drawer number 3. This is the impressive part. This is something that I've never owned, but you guys have said, well, how do you feel about the 6-point combination wrench? I've never used a 6-point combination wrench. In fact, I've only pretty much for the most part ever had a 12-point. But they're giving you a nice complete SAE and metric set. They kind of jump around a little bit, but they give you a complete set. And this is one of the wrenches here. Now, one of the things I noticed is they do have a little bit thinner of a profile than most of the other combination wrenches that I've seen, which can get into some nice spots and tight spots. It does have a really nice chrome. I'm not sure what kind of chrome this is. Doesn't say specifically, but I gotta tell you, it's a nice chrome. It is very finely polished. How well it'll hold up, time will tell. Time tells all, but I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with some of their combination wrenches, sockets, and ratchet wrenches so far, and now it looks like they might have even possibly stepped up the quality on that. But this does come in a 6-point, so I'm actually curious to know if I like the 6-point more than I do the 12-point. I've heard it gets better bite, less chance of rounding. You guys have told me all different types of excuses why I should try the 6-point out. But it does have a little actual tooth here on the inside for extra bite and leverage. So I don't know how well those will hold up, but in time will tell. Let's talk about sizes real quick because I know you guys want to know about sizes, and we'll jump over to the Craftsman set and then wrap up this video. So kicking it off, they're starting you off at, no kidding, okay, 6 millimeter. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, jumps over here, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Then for our SAE, they're starting you off at quarter inch, 5 16, 3 8, 7 16. Then they jump over here, half inch, 9 16, 5 8, 11 16, and 3/4. So you get a nice complete combination wrench set. Like I said, thin head profile, not quite as thin as a tappet wrench, but not as thick as a normal combination wrench from what you can expect. So that's actually pretty cool. Thoroughly impressed with how many different pieces come in this 243-piece kit. Notice not a lot of gimmicky items. One of the gimmicky items that I have over here is they give you the little L-shaped Allen keys, which you'll rarely ever use as a professional mechanic, but you might actually run into using them as a DIY or home mechanic. They toss those into the Craftsman set. I think they can do away with that. But let's go ahead and jump over here real quick, just kind of briefly cover it. Now on the combination wrench side, we got 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Then quarter inch, 5 16, 3 8, 7 16, half inch, 9 16, 5 8, and 11 16. And the drawer here, which you guys have seen, and again, we're not going to cover everything because I'm sure you can go back to the video where we did it on, but you get a bit driver sit, you get a couple of adapters, no spark plug socket whatsoever, you get some other bit drivers over here, okay, and I think even this set did come with some bit drivers as well, but, you know, again, you're not going to use those a whole bunch, but they did cover you for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and then half inch, 7 16, 3 8, 11 32, 5 16, quarter inch, and 3 16. So over here, they kind of give you a little bit more of those. I think it goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 3 16, quarter inch, 9 32, 5 16, 11 32, 3 8, 7 16, and then up to half inch. Then of course you get your bits over here. No bit adapter. I didn't see a bit adapter in here. Then you get your sockets. It covers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So skipping 5.5, not giving you 15 millimeter on the shallows or the deeps. You guys can go through the video and go through the whole entire kit. You do get a fixed head ratchet with a square handle design, I gotta tell you. I'm still not a huge fan of the square handle design by Craftsman, but it's a lot more comfortable than the predecessor, I'll tell you that. I do like and prefer a round handle better, and I think the Gearwrench did a nice job with theirs. 3/8 drive and 1/2-inch deeps all kind of tossed in here. Oh, I take that back. They did give you 2 spark plug sockets, okay? So I correct myself. 5/8, 13/16 and a spark plug socket resting right here with the 3/8 drive. So if you do want the spark plug sockets, they're there. Just look in the second drawer. Moving on to drawer number 3, this is where all your 1/2-inch stuff's going to be. But notice they didn't really give you any deep, but they didn't give you any deep over here in this kit either. What do they cover? They give you 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, and 24. So they give you a 24, but they skip a couple other sizes. For the SAE, you got 3/8, 7/16, 1/2-inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4 inch, 13/16, 7/8, 15/16, and then up to 1 inch. So doesn't cover nearly as much as the Gearwrench set, but it depends again on what it is that you're planning on using it for. Now, as far as extensions go, they give you one, and I believe this is a 5-inch or 4-inch extension from Craftsman. Then you do get some Allen sockets, but not very many, and I believe these are all in SAE. So we got 5/32, 3/16, 7/32, 1/4 inch, 5/16, and then 3/8, and then 1 universal joint. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. The Craftsman 224-piece set versus the Gearwrench 243-piece set. As I said in the video, and as you can tell, I'm very excited about the type of tools that they offer in the Gearwrench kit versus the one that I already have made by Craftsman. I'm already excited because they also give you what seems like a more complete set with bigger sizes and less gimmicky items. They're giving you the 84-tooth technology ratchets, both in all fixed head, but both in 1/2-inch, 3/8, and 1/4 inch. One of the other things that I liked was that seemed like that the combination wrenches had a thinner profile, which could be good and it could be bad. Time will tell if I actually decide to keep this kit and use it. I've never used the 6-point combination wrench as I had previously stated in the video. I am curious to see if I like those better over the 12-point. Some of the other things that I noticed is they give you a lot more extension options. So a lot of us that get these master kits usually don't have a lot of options for extensions, and we end up having to buy extension sets separately. There's also a more complete wrench set than I've seen from other mechanic sets. And you guys that have been following me for a little while know we've already checked out the Husky ones, we've checked out the Stanley sets, we've checked out the Cobalt sets. In fact, I've done a Cobalt review way earlier on in this channel. Overall, I'm saying as a mechanic, if I'm looking for a master mechanic set, a good, solid starter set, this would be the ideal starter kit. Above all the other sets that I've seen, this one just feels more complete, and I think you're getting a better quality product for the best bang for your buck. That's all I got to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. Cheers to those of you that have your beers, and I hope you enjoyed your Halloween with your family. See you guys next time. Deuces.